welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into some truly bizarre food facts that might just blow your mind. We're talking about the kind of trivia that'll make you the star of your next potluck or family gathering. So strap in, get ready for a wild ride through the world of food and see if you can stomach these unbelievable truths. Let's get started. You know that little bear-shaped bottle in your pantry? The one filled with that golden, viscous liquid? It might be older than you think, and by older, I mean ancient. We're talking about honey, folks, one of nature's most remarkable creations. It's been a staple in human diets for millennia, and for a good reason. Not only is it naturally sweet and delicious, but it also has this uncanny ability to last, well, practically forever. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old. And get this, some of it was still edible. That's right, folks, this golden elixir is practically immortal. How is that possible, you ask? Well, honey has a unique chemical composition. It's low in moisture and highly acidic, creating an environment where bacteria and microorganisms just can't survive. It's like a self-preserving pantry staple. So next time you drizzle some honey on your yogurt or stir it into your tea, remember you're enjoying a food that truly stands the test of time. Get ready for your mind to be blown, people, because the fruit world is full of botanical trickery. What if I told you that bananas are berries? I know, you're looking at that long, curved fruit and thinking, I've gone bananas, but it's true. Botanically speaking, a berry is a fruit that develops from the ovary of a single flower and contains multiple seeds. And guess what? That perfectly describes a banana. Those little black specks in your banana bread, those are actually tiny banana seeds. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about strawberries? They're called berries. But hold on to your hats, folks, because strawberries aren't true berries. They're what's called an aggregate fruit, meaning they develop from multiple ovaries of a single flower. So there you have it, the banana, a humble fruit masquerading as a berry, while the strawberry, a wolf in berries' clothing. It just goes to show that in the world of food, things aren't always what they seem. The pineapple, a symbol of hospitality, a delicious tropical treat, and a fruit that demands patience. You see, folks, unlike your average fruit that pops up on a tree in a matter of weeks or months, the pineapple plays by its own rules. We're talking about a 2 to 3 year commitment, folks, from planting to that first juicy bite. That's right. A pineapple plant takes its sweet time soaking up the sun, absorbing nutrients, and developing that spiky exterior we all know and love. The process begins with a single crown of leaves that eventually sprouts a stalk. This stalk then produces a flower head, which develops into hundreds of tiny fruitlets that fuse together to form the pineapple we know and love. Each pineapple is a labor of love, a testament to the slow and steady rhythm of nature. So, next time you slice into a pineapple, take a moment to appreciate the time and dedication it took to reach your plate. Now let's talk coffee, but not just any coffee. We're venturing into the world of the rare and the, well, let's just say unique. I'm talking about Kopi Luwak, a coffee that's as controversial as it is expensive. What makes this coffee so special? Well, it all starts in the jungles of Southeast Asia with a small cat-like creature called a civet. Civets have a peculiar palate for coffee cherries, but not just any part of the cherry. They seek out the ripest, most flavorful beans, consuming them whole. Now here's where things get interesting. The civet's digestive system can't break down the coffee beans completely, so what goes in must come out, and what comes out are partially digested coffee beans. These beans are collected, cleaned, thoroughly, I hope, roasted and brewed into what some consider the most luxurious cup of coffee in the world. Of course, the ethics of this process are often debated, but there's no denying that Kopi Luwak is a coffee with a story that'll make you think twice before your next sip. Ketchup, the king of condiments, the perfect pairing for fries and burgers and the star of many a backyard barbecue. But what if I told you that this beloved condiment has a past that's a little less tomatoey? Before it became the tomato-based sauce we know and love, ketchup's origins were a far cry from the familiar red bottle. We are traveling back to ancient China, where a fermented fish sauce reigned supreme. This sauce, called ketchup in the Amoy dialect, was a staple in Chinese cuisine, used as a flavor enhancer and a way to preserve food. Fast forward to the 17th century, and European traders stumbled upon this pungent sauce during their travels to Southeast Asia. They brought the recipe back home, where it went through various transformations. Mushrooms, walnuts, and even anchovies made their way into the mix, but tomatoes, not yet. It wasn't until the early 19th century that tomatoes entered the ketchup scene, thanks to American colonists. They added sugar, vinegar, and spices, creating the sweet, tangy, and unmistakably tomatoey flavor we know and love today. We've all heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but what about this one? An apple in water? Well, it doesn't sink, matey. That's right, folks, apples float. Now, before you think I'm losing my mind, drop an apple in a sink full of water and see for yourself. It bobs along the surface like a tiny life raft, but why is that? What makes the apple so buoyant? The answer, my friends, lies in the apple's air-filled composition. You see, about 25% of an apple's volume is air. That's right. A quarter of that juicy, crunchy goodness is just plain old air, trapped within the fruit's cellular structure. This high air content makes apples less dense than water. And, as we all know from our science lessons, objects less dense than water float. It's basic physics, but it makes for a fun party trick. Chocolate. The word alone conjures up images of indulgence, sweetness, and pure happiness. But what if I told you that chocolate was once so valuable that it was used as currency? Let's travel back in time to the ancient Aztec civilization in Mesoamerica. Here, cacao beans weren't just the key ingredient in a delicious drink. They were a symbol of wealth and power, a form of currency used for trade and even taxation. Cacao beans were highly prized for their rich flavor and stimulating properties. They were used to make a bitter drink called chocolatl, often flavored with spices and chili peppers, reserved for the elite of Aztec society. The Aztecs believed that cacao beans were a gift from the gods, and their value was reflected in their use as currency. They even had a system for counting cacao beans, with specific units used to measure their worth. Carrots, those crunchy orange sticks that grace our salads, soups, and crudités platters. But what if I told you that carrots weren't always orange? The carrots we know and love today are a product of selective breeding, a testament to human ingenuity and our desire to manipulate the natural world. You see, the original carrots, those grown centuries ago, were a far cry from the vibrant orange we associate with them today. These ancient carrots came in a rainbow of colors: purple, yellow, white, and even red. They were thinner, more bitter, and often woody in texture. Not exactly the appealing snack we know and love. So how did we go from purple and yellow to the ubiquitous orange? Well, it all started in the 17th century in the Netherlands. Dutch growers, experimenting with different carrot varieties, stumbled upon a mutation that resulted in a sweeter, more palatable orange carrot. Let's face it, the world of food is full of strange and wonderful superstitions. From avoiding cracked eggs to not cutting noodles, there's no shortage of beliefs passed down through generations. And one of the most enduring superstitions involves that humble kitchen staple, salt. You know the one. Spilling salt is bad luck. But fear not, there's a way to counteract this culinary curse. Simply toss a pinch of salt over your left shoulder. But why salt and why the left shoulder? Well, like most superstitions, the origins are murky, steeped in folklore and ancient beliefs. One theory suggests that salt, being a valuable commodity in ancient times, was associated with wealth and prosperity. Spilling salt was seen as tempting fate, inviting misfortune and financial ruin. Throwing salt over your left shoulder, traditionally associated with the devil, was thought to appease any evil spirits lurking nearby, who might be eager to capitalize on your salty mishap. Ah, watermelon! The quintessential summer fruit, a symbol of picnics, barbecues, and lazy afternoons spent by the pool. But have you ever stopped to consider just how much of this juicy fruit is, well, juice? Prepare to be amazed, folks, because watermelon lives up to its name. It's a whopping 92% water. That's right, that big green striped orb is basically a natural water bottle disguised in a sweet, refreshing package. But it's not just water that makes watermelon so special. This fruit is also packed with nutrients like vitamins A and C, lycopene and antioxidants. It's a healthy and hydrating treat, that's perfect for beating the summer heat. So next time you slice into a watermelon, think of it as a gift from Mother Nature, a delicious and refreshing way to stay hydrated and energized during the long, hot days of summer. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these bizarre food facts, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content. There's a whole world of food out there just waiting to be explored. From the origins of our favorite dishes to the science behind cooking, there's always something new and exciting to discover. So stay curious, keep experimenting in the kitchen, and most importantly, never stop asking questions. See you next time.